Hey guys, it's Kelly with the Garden Whisperer. If you're unfamiliar with what I do, I design flower beds and garden beds for homeowners where they can either install it themselves or they can hire a landscaper if they're choosing to install it for them according to the design plan. So today's video, I just want to show you, this is a dwarf oyster plant. And as you can see, I just pulled it out of this pot and I planted it in this pot last spring, I believe. And I overwintered it in the basement under grow lights because it would never survive the cold winters that we have here out in Northeast PA. So I am taking it out of the pot because it got so overgrown. As you can see, there's all these new shoots. So, and this, let me tell you, this thing was hard to pull apart. And I pulled this one off and, oh, there is a root. So as long as there's a root on it, I think it'll be fine. But it was tough. These little suckers are like stuck together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the little shoots and I'm going to plant them in the garden because they say they're deer resistant, but we shall see. And so I'm just trying to separate them, but let me tell you, they're like really tough. It's getting a little easier as I've been yanking on it, but my goodness. So they say they're, like I said, they say they're deer resistant, and I'm going to put them in the garden, and I'm going to see, that one's kind of beat up, but I think I'm going to skip on that one. That one's going to go. It's too small anyway. So, same with this. I'm going to get rid of those because they're just too tiny. This one is a big one all by itself. So I think this will go in the garden. And I'm going to put them in the garden because, like I said, they say they're deer resistant, but we'll see if they really are. So I want to test it and see what happens. But I'm going to keep one and I'm going to repot it so that you can guarantee through this coming season, this one will probably produce tons of all these little offshoots. So, you know, it'll be like never-ending annual plants for my garden if the deer don't eat them. If the deer eat them, then I will maybe just give potted plants to neighbors or people or who knows what. But so I am just going to keep, God, these are tough roots. I'm just going to keep, and you know, I don't know if they're really going to, they should come back because they have roots. They should be fine. So I'm going to put, I think, the bigger ones. Actually, I'm going to put as many as I can in the garden, to be honest, but the little ones I'm not going to keep because they're just going to take longer. God, it's warm out here today. Whew. It is like 76 degrees here today. I'm actually sweating bullets right now. But at least I'm not in my pajamas like usual, and I'm actually dressed today looking somewhat normal instead of a sea hag. But anyway, but yeah, because I went to the store, so because I picked up the potting soil, and I picked up some other stuff for the mulch that I have. That when they limbed my trees up, I have a pile of mulch. If you look at my other video, yeah, this sucker's gonna be crazy to separate. But I'm going to yeah, so I got stuff for that to help it decompose a little bit so that I can use it as mulch for my flower bed. So I bought some more blood meal, and I got some stuff that it's like a bacteria. Let me go get it actually. It's a compost. No, wait. So it's a compost starter, microbe additive. So it has all these microbes, bacteria, arthrobacter, blah, 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 all sorts of stuff. And it has fertilizer in it too. So I'm going to put this in the pile along with more of the blood meal for more nitrogen. And yeah, we'll see how it does and how quickly it decomposes. I want it to just break down a little bit. And like I said, to get more nutrients in it. So I'm trying to separate this so I don't really damage it. Oop. Oh, still got a root, so hopefully I'll be all right. Yeah, but these little things I can't believe how many offshoots it produced. But it's looking kind of sad right now because, like I said, it was in the basement and it was under grow light, so it's not, you know, the most ideal lighting conditions. As long as they have roots on the bottom, I think I'm good. They're going to definitely get a little bit of transplant shock. But like I said, hopefully they'll do all right. Yeah, so I'm going to, let's finish doing, oh my God, they're really like, oh, that one may not be, no roots. All right, I'm going to skip that one. That's a garbage. Trying to do the best I can. And I'm okay with losing some of them because there are just so many of them in here. My God. This one's a little beat up looking, but it has roots, so I may use it, I may not. Put it over there. Oops, kind of being a little rough here. That's got roots. Just taking off the dead stuff. Now, honestly, I don't really know where I'm going to put this in my garden. They like part sun. That's not a great one. But it does have a little bit of root on it. I don't know. We'll see. They do like sun to part sun. Definitely no shade. That's not really a good one. Where did I put? So that's garbage. Like I said, I'm okay with losing some of them because there's just a ton of them. And whatever goes in the pot is going to, like I said, it's going to produce a bunch of new shoots like this did last year. Because this was one single plant when I bought it. And it was smaller. So I'm definitely trying not to be too rough, but it's hard because the roots are so intertwined. But if I could just get, here we go. Well, this one's kind of sad looking too, but hopefully it'll be all right. So I think, look at the size of this sucker. Holy moly. All right, so I'm gonna do the big ones in the garden, and I think I'm gonna do, yeah, so these are all gonna go in the garden because they're pretty big. And then I think I'm gonna do a small one in the pot. This one looks like I could do this in the pot. I don't even know where to put them, my goodness. And I'm gonna plant them right today, and I really hope the deer don't eat them. I need to get a potting box. But that's all right. Okay, so any one of these, but I think, all right, so I'm going to put these all in the garden. I guess I could put these all in there. That one's a little shabby looking. All right, so I'm going to do, let's see how many. Those there, these are going to go scrap. I'll put those in there, and that one in there, and I'm going to put this one, I think, in the pot. So we'll put some potting soil. Let's hope it does all right. I'm sure it will. As long as it has roots, like I said, it should be just fine. Shouldn't be using these really for this, but eek. I can't believe how warm it is. I am sweating bullets right now. Whew. Oh, got part of the root there. All right, I'm going to do this nice and easy. Oops. I'm going to, oh my goodness, tamp it down a bit so that I need more soil. This potting mix looks kind of weird for some reason. I don't know why. I'm trying to tamp it down so that it holds it in place. I'm going to put water in it, and it should do just fine. So that's the start of that one. Let me go get water in it. Actually, you can come with me, so you're not looking at just dead dead screen. Yeah, I can't even believe how hot it is. I gotta get this hose hooked up. Can get it nice and wet. I want the water to come out the bottom holes. Water coming out yet? A little bit. Still draining. Do a little more. I want it like nice and soaking wet. All right. Cannot wait for this deck to get redone. One project at a time, though. All right, that fell over. Great. And I'm also going to be repotting this cacti. All right. Okay. Oh yeah, this is draining. I hear it. Kind of sunk a little, but that's all right. I'm going to put a little more potting mix just to hold it a little better. All right, and that little guy is going to stay outside unless it's freezing temps at night, and then I'll just bring it in, and I'm going to put that right in there. I didn't do that the first time around. I had the soil actually in the pot. Won't do that again, because trying to get it out when they're all root bound like this, you can see all the roots. It's just really tough to get the soil away from the edges and to pull it out, so I had to use this. All right, now I'm going to go plant these in the garden because I don't want them sitting out too long. And I have some compost. I just don't know where in the garden I'm going to put them just yet. So I'm going to take you with me for that. I think I'm going to put them in the front flower bed here, just temporarily, because like I said, they're annuals, so they will die back. Maybe I'll just put, since this thing is still growing, just to see how they do here, I'll just put them in this vicinity next to the daffodils. See how they do. The yellow with that will look pretty. The yellow daffodils. All right, let me go get my other stuff. Gotta get the shovel and compost. And where's my fertilizer? Oh shoot, I didn't grab the fertilizer. Yikes. I need this. And I gotta repot that thing, but that'll do after. Oh boy. Let me just get my fertilizer really quick. Keep forgetting stuff. Okay. Yeah, I'm sweating. It is warm today. My God. It's so hard because you never know how to dress out here. All right, actually. Oops. Take that in a minute. I only have 2 hands. So I've got my Scott's 10-10-10, my compost. And let me just grab the shovel. Alright. So I'm just going to do to it in this vicinity. I don't even know how many there are. Let's see. Gotta be careful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wow. I got 11 plants from one plant. All right. Pull the mulch up. It's still breaking down. Taking its sweet old time. So that's a lot. All right, now I'm gonna have to figure out, what did I say, there were 11? So I'm just gonna, I think I'm gonna do like a staggered. Oh my goodness. Yeah, there's still a lot of mulch here that hasn't completely broken down yet. My goodness. But it'll get there. Ooh, I gotta get my knee mat. Hold on. All right. You can see okay. Now I'm gonna be very, they say, like I said, they say it's deer resistant. I'm gonna be very curious if it is. I just put a little bit of, oh, fertilizer just spilled all over. Lovely. And I end up burning the soil, but I don't get grass or anything that's there, but it just spread it out. It's all good. Yikes. All right. So let's hope. Oh, I want to put some compost in here. Let's see how these little guys do. Like I said, they're going to die back in the winter because they are only annuals out here. And it likes part sun, and it likes to be fertilized. And moist soil, not overly moist, but, you know, not overly wet, but moist enough. All right, so one's down. Now we're going to put, God, there's a lot of mulch still. I guess I put a lot down last year. Yikes. Oh, all right. Let me move this way. What did I say I was doing? I was going to stagger it. Another one here. I'll be honest, I don't remember what the width is for these, but they don't get too wide. So, yeah, there's a rock down there. I can feel it. Yep, there it is. Lovely rock. Ugh. Throw that out. And there's another one there. That's probably a bigger bunch, but I don't think I'm going to bother pulling it up, though. Because like I said, these roots will, they're only annuals. They'll do what they got to do. Just put a little bit of fertilizer in. Mix it all around. Another rock. Oh, God. And then I'm going to have to water all of these. It's looking like it's 2. Stay in there, guy. I know they look really pathetic right now, but they will. I may have to move them a little farther apart at one point, but right now I just want to get them in and see what the deer do with them. All right. Oops. I don't want to make them too low. That one's a little low. Okay, so let me see what that looks like. Not bad. And then I'm probably going to do another one like right there, right here, and then another one over here somewhere, and maybe another one here and there and there. Maybe one in the back, and maybe to the sides because I have to put 11 of them in there, so. All right, so that's it, guys. That's what I just wanted to show you today, the transplanting and the dividing of those. Ooh, that one's a little beat up, but that's all right. So yeah, I'll show you in another video how they're doing, if they do okay with the deer, and if they start growing. I'm going to water them after I get them all in, and we will go from there. So I'm probably going to do some more out this way too, I think. Alright guys, so that's it for today's video. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. And if you're interested in hiring my design services, you can reach me at www.the-garden-whisperer.com. Until next time, guys, happy gardening. Bye.